hello? I was born in 1950. I'm 70 years old. Oh, these stupid fucks. Like, it's the nice Kirk is done. Play along company, Kirk is so done. Fuck them all. Fuck them all. You know, I'm getting calls from my boss telling me about Turtle Boy blogs. The sound we're going to get later. No. I love Erica and Dave, but and the rest of them, whatever, the guy from Chicago's been quiet all week to me, but whatever. But the Pussycat, I guess his name is, right?
Oh no, turning against everyone.
No, I'm just kidding. I like him, and I like KFC. No, they're all fine. But
so I was ready to say, now you wouldn't treat a guy like this, but it seems like that's not coming today.
Well, I don't know. I mean, why don't we call Riggs, K. Marco, Dave, Willie Colon? I'm just doing the Barstool fights here.
No, I mean the opposite. I thought you were going to go easy. I'm saying that seems to be done.
Well, no, you take shot. No, we'll get to it all. We'll get to it all the long, complicated story of poor Ellie Schnitt. Poor Ellie Schnitt and her stupid friend and her stupid producer and her stupid protester friend. Well, the biggest bubble, white privilege, in my opinion, racist people of all time. It's what it's a little pet project. It's insulting. I cannot wait to get to it because they went after me last night, which is fine because I went after them. No problem. Like I have zero point, and I don't want this to end. No problem. But, you know, we'll get to all the evidence. We're going to pick through the entire. This is a podcast looking at the podcast. There are podcasts about me, plural. Now, I understand, as Ellie's friend said, this is a dying podcast or whatever, and I'm old and a man. And
we had a good year.
White and stupid. And Ellie's podcast is more listeners, which it might. Ellie Schnitt could stand in front of the Wilbur for 50 years and beg she wouldn't sell 50 seats to it, but that's fine. Not a big deal. But that's a whole. We'll get to all that in a second. We have a big show. But I cannot. Marone, I can't wait to get to this thing today. I cannot wait to give you a look at the world of the latest.
Shut the fuck up,
Steve. I know you're excited. You got the sound. Okay, congratulations. Our hurried idiot producer, nervously on the phone with DEC for sound. Steve's like, Matt. DEC, can I get sound of Ellie saying shut the fuck up on your stupid podcast about Kirk when you asked her about Gary Tanguay?
Well, DEC is excited that finally comes into use.
Yeah.
He botched it last
year. Unfortunately, Paul Lynn didn't go after us last night.
Jerry sent us.
We're on? We're on. All right, we're on. Hello, Minifans. Hello. I'll do it for you guys as well. Hello, it's your 7-year-old friend, Kirk Minihane. Let's play two today like my great... I like Ernie Banks. I'm not racist. He was my favorite ball player growing up. I got an autograph from Lou Brock once. What a fine man he was. Fast, too. I mean, there are plenty of fast white players. Oh, Jesus. So anyway.
Just an old codger.
Anyway, we are here for a show announcement, live show announcement, then we're getting out of here. And having a little celebration. I don't know. There's obviously the Minifans. What are Ellie's fans?
Schnitheads?
Yeah, are they what they call themselves?
I think so.
Oh, well, this will be the first episode of Schnitheads.
Yes.
Instead of Minifans. So there you go. Schnitheads. Whatever it's going to be. So we've been thinking about things to do for the fans, Minifans, and for us. The 5K, I thought was a good collaborative experience. People liked it. They had a good time. So we thought, what can we do next? I don't know if it was my idea or your idea, Steve.
I believe it was my idea.
It was your idea, Steve. Okay, fine. It was your idea. Congratulations.
You asked. I wasn't going to bring it up. You asked.
Ideas.
Congratulations, Steve.
Oh, congratulations.
Congratulations. Oh,
that's disgusting. You know what?
It's bizarre.
What I did, oh my God, what I said about it was disgusting. That's disgusting.
Tom's like, no, you hold on a second. Let's keep this thing on the
I know
rails.
what side Tom would be on. So I've been thinking about things to do for the show. So there's limited things you can do right now with obviously what's going on coronavirus, and the Wilbur keeps getting pushed back, and I feel bad about that. Is it still technically in September right now, or we moved it back yet?
It's still technically.
All right, so we'll make that announcement later. It's not happening in September, but it'll be next year.
Another big announcement.
Yeah, well, so anyway, so in the interim, we've been thinking of what can we do to get Minifans together and have a good time and experience a show and do some version of a live show, right? Because it's almost impossible to do nowadays. And the one business that's been semi-thriving in entertainment, oddly, has been drive-in movie theaters.
Yes.
Like they've had this renaissance. I grew up going to drive-in movie theaters. I'd go a couple times a summer.
They're very popular in the 50s.
Well, I remember seeing Frankie Avalon in the Frankie and the Net Surfer movie. And then when I was a teenager, my friends started liking Easy Rider with those doobies. And I said, no, I'm a John Wayne man all the way.
After the sock hop, it was a nice way to close out the year.
Would you like a malted, Sheila? So we found a drive-in movie theater in Saco, Maine, where the owner is a huge Minihane, correct?
Correct.
So on Saturday, July 25th, is that right, Steve?
Yes.
It's going to be the first annual Kirk Minihane Show drive-in movie theater live experience extravaganza spectacular.
Wow.
Yeah, well, there you go.
For the second annual, they'll be closed down. But
I shouldn't say this. Did you check? Are we good?
maybe.
If you check Alba's,
see.
you're going to be able to go to that?
She's perusing the agenda.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
maybe.
We're going to be fun. Okay, good.
I
There
think
you
so.
go. Well, no, it'll be in subtitles in Albanian as well. So we'll be all set. Good. I apologize to her for saying that. That's not right. And to the whole community.
Quite all right.
So what's going to happen is it's usually 500 people can go to this theater.
500 vehicles.
Vehicles, right? Vehicles under normal circumstances.
Yeah.
So it's going to be 250 right now because of COVID-19. Correct.
Okay.
And I appreciate how serious COVID-19 is right now, as does everybody. Yeah, right. So we all appreciate that. So 250 cars are going to be in that theater with Minifans. It's going to be a Minifan night only. It's not going to be a screening of a movie. It's going to be me, Mike, and Steve doing a live show on the big screen. So like you drive in the movie theater, you put your car, you put on a radio station there, and we'll be there blasting, doing a live show. We'll do some stuff before, some stuff after. We'll be social distancing with pictures. There'll be food there. That's going to be taken care of.
There'll be food available for purchase.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes, we have to be very careful here. We're letting everybody know here this will cost money. This
Yes.
will not be free.
What?
And
this will
Where
not
is that going?
Well,
What are you doing with that money,
just don't get into that.
Just a disclaimer, people might sneak in to the woods behind the theater and get it for free. They might. I don't know. We can't.
So technically, that is an option.
We're going to do the best we can. So it's up right now, right, Steve?
Correct.
All right, is it up? Are you looking at it right now or no?
They can go to KirkMinihaneShow.com.
If you go to KirkMinihaneShow.com right now, all the information's available. My guess is it'll sell quick. I don't think it'll be Wilbur quick because I think there's going to be some who's going with who's doing this. I think it might take a day or so or two, but it's going to be sold out. 250. So if you think about it, if you get 4 people in a car, whatever the price is, $100.
Yeah.
So it's $25 a person in the car. You get to go to the show, hang out with your friends. You can social distance or not. Do whatever you want. But we have to obey the rules, right?
So
when you go back to your state, you need to quarantine for 14 days, right, Steve?
Correct. Yeah.
Absolutely. Definitely do that. I know we will. So, so that's what's going on. And I actually think it'll be a good time. We'll incorporate our usual stupid stuff. There'll definitely be a musical element to it, I'm sure. And a bunch of other stuff. So I think it'll just be fun. It'll be a fun Saturday night. That's not, I'm not sure if it'll be available to everyone on that Monday or not yet. We'll let the people there decide, almost like with Madawaska. Mike, no drinking.
You sure?
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
I feel like I was better than last.
Maybe I
Give me
will.
credit
But,
last time.
so we're just going to give you a good live Kirk Minihane Show experience at a drive-in movie theater, at a podcast. I'm guessing it's never been done before. Once again, as we do at the 5K, we're doing something during quarantine with the fans that no one else is even trying to do. So it's the first annual Kirk Minihane Drive-In Movie Theater Show Spectacular. Saturday, July 25th at the Saco Drive-In Movie Theater. We're going to sell out a movie theater. It'll be the #1 movie in America that weekend. Our show. Bring your bug spray too. That's what I would say.
All right.
And a blanket, and whatever happens. Look, whatever happens, happens. As long as everyone's on board.
You can also pitch, put some chairs in front of your car and
course,
watch it outside.
yes.
So,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
there are a number of options. It's not just like you're going to be cooped up in your car.
So how are we doing it?
So we're basically going to be on a stage underneath the movie screen, and then we'll send a video feed through the projector, and our audio will go into the radio transmitter.
We'll be on the screen though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. And expect the usual madness within that. We'll be creative for this. I think everyone's going to have a good time. And for $25 or $50, I mean, it's worth it. I think everyone will have a good time. I actually think it's a pretty good time. It's a good area. If you're up there for the day, you have a good time. You can go check out Maine. A lot of good Minifans in Maine too. We'll give you some places to go if you want to have dinner even before. You'll be able to eat at restaurants at that point for sure. I mean, there are places you can already do it in Maine.
Yeah, I would think so. There are places where you're eating outside, you're eating
It's the summer
socially
in Maine.
distanced.
Yeah. There are places in Maine you can already do that. So I'm thinking by a month and a half from now, I would think for sure.
Exactly.
Although I suspect they'll probably maybe a spike.
Or we'll be the rebels.
Right. Who knows? But I mean, so you go to KirkMinihaneShow.com and get your tickets there and do it now because it will go. Again, I don't think it's going to be the Wilbur, but I think people are going to want to coordinate and get together, Minifans and this and that. And it's a good interactive Minifan experience. The show will probably start after dusk or whatever, right, Steve?
Yeah, it'll start around 8:30.
But the people can come in.
It's like 15 minutes after sundown.
People can come in and we'll figure out a time because they want to
on the ticket page it says people should arrive early because we want to be able to hit that start time and it'll take a little while to get everyone in. I think people want to hang out,
do their thing before and get together and we'll do some stuff and we'll take pictures, we'll do social, we'll do all that stuff. We'll do what we always do. We'll be very available for you guys. Before the show, we'll talk, we'll take some pictures, whatever it is you guys need. But I think it's going to be fun. It'll be interesting and different. It's something only we do. So I'm looking forward to that very much. So go to KirkMinihaneShow.com right now, and we're giving you a little free look at that here as you go do that. Do that now. Let us know if you've got the tickets. Let us know if it's working, and we'll go listen to the rest of the podcast. All right, so go get your tickets for the drive-in on Saturday, July the 25th. All right, goodbye, Minifans. Goodbye, YouTube.
This is bullshit. Last time I got a T-shirt and it was only $40.
That's
what
true.
the fuck?
It's true. I didn't get a movie.
And I didn't have to go anywhere. I could just do it in my neighborhood.
No popcorn? What the fuck? Fuck you.
It's bullshit.
Well, I'll be in the Globe op-ed, right, Steve?
That's what I'm told.
Yeah, unbelievable. We'll get to that idiot later. Oh, my God. Maybe not today, but Jesus Christ. So I'm, I think I'm watching that show Turn last night that the guy recommended to me. It's okay. It's all right.
Oh.
Okay. 4 seasons. I think it's going to be a slog to get through.
I thought it was more of a documentary. I thought it was going to be more of a documentary. I watched a bit of the first episode, and it's like
it's very muddled. I don't know who's who.
Yeah,
I'm confused. I'm going to try and fight through. The guy said the first season is the worst.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, it's also 4 seasons. It's 50. I know it's short, but
how many episodes?
It's like 10 a season, but that's 40 hours.
That's a lot to get through for a bad season.
I mean, if the show's not great, it's 40 hours of kind of looking, I'll watch it. When you're in the middle of a great show and like tonight you're going to watch 2 episodes, you're all excited.
Yeah.
Like now it's kind of like, maybe I'll watch it tonight. But there's nothing else.
It'd be great if that guy just kept recommending you stuff just
mediocre
to waste
shows.
Your time. This time I swear.
You see Man with a Plan with Matt LeBlanc? It's good. His first season's not great, but it gets funny.
Just stick through it for like 5 or 6 seasons.
Well, which season was Arthur Spooner at his best?
It's a good question. I feel like
great question.
He got funnier as it went on, but the earlier seasons of King of Queens were much better.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah, I think so.
But he was not on Kevin Can Wait. Kevin Can't Wait or Kevin?
I think once Kevin could wait, I think Jerry was in the grips of insanity.
Was it Can't Wait or Can Wait?
I assume Kevin Can Wait.
Like Heaven Can Wait?
Yes.
What can he wait for? Oh, because wait.
He's big fat stuff.
But Can Wait doesn't make any sense.
It's a pun. It works, baby.
Is it? I guess it is. Mike's just happy I'm getting another enemy right now.
Yeah. Right.
He's got the look of a free man.
I thought it was going to be Deadspin for a minute, but that guy really faded away.
I'm already getting people tweeting me tickets and stuff. So there you go, Steve.
Are they complaining yet?
No. Okay. No. Are they complaining yet, Kirk? No, not yet. Let me see here. Yep. As I expected, all the oh, jeez.
Yeah, what do you know? It's Steve from Providence.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see the overlap with people who complain that we're doing a show at a drive-in theater, and people who are okay with protests in the coronavirus era.
We'll get there. So, I mean, I don't know where to start, other than to say, and I'll be the only one who has the guts to say it around here. Everyone's gonna give me shit for it. Fuck Drew Brees. Fuck him.
Oh,
what do you think of that? What do you think of that gutsy take? Huh? Fuck him. He likes the American flag. Fuck off.
It's about time he got his comeuppance. He's always been.
It's ruined his life.
He's always been a real shithead.
Like, is the timing? Because I will get to Ellie in a second because I'm dying to get to it. But like, we'll talk to Drew tomorrow with Robert Little, right?
Yes.
Good. Who we had a good conversation with about. What the hell did we talk to him about?
The Patriots kicker.
Oh, right.
Oh, right. Yeah, he was good. I like him.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, it shows you these stories. I don't remember the kicker's name.
Rohrwasser.
Oh, Justin Rohrwasser? Is that right? So Drew Brees was on yesterday, and look, I get it. Like, the timing is probably not perfect. Like, it's probably not perfect, but we talk about this all the time. So he says that essentially what he says is, and he says more than that, but what he says is do you have the sound?
Yes.
All right, we'll play the sound first.
One is looking back now at Kaepernick's protests from a few years ago, and obviously they were always about police brutality. And now it's coming back to the fore, and a lot of people expect that we will see players kneeling again. if and when the NFL season starts. I'm curious how you think the NFL will and should respond to that. And of course, you're such a leader in the league. What is your responsibility as a leader in times like this for the rest of your teammates and players in the league?
Well, I will never agree with anybody disrespecting the flag of the United States of America or our country. Let me just tell you what I see or what I feel when the national anthem is played and when I look at the flag of the United States. I envision my two grandfathers who fought for this country during World War II, one in the Army and one in the Marine Corps, both risking
so he essentially
their
does
lives.
this, and the feedback was blowback. And he's already apologized this morning on Twitter and on Instagram and all that stuff.
And you said the timing's not perfect, but actually I disagree because
Well, I mean,
everyone's saying have a conversation. Let's have a conversation.
No, I mean the timing's not
dialogue.
Well, I know, but that's not reality. I'm saying the timing's not perfect in reality.
This kind of just proves it's bullshit.
Well, of course. And people say, "Oh, what about the black people who fought with his grandfathers and da da?" And I got into fights with Jerry about this in the old show all the time. I don't give a shit if you kneel or not. I never once said I have a problem with Kaepernick kneeling. I probably wouldn't do it.
You don't want to kneel either.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't do it, but I don't have the same experience he did. I don't have the same experience Drew Brees had. I don't have the same experience Devin McCourty or anybody. So for me to say that's stupid, I don't care. I don't care if you light the flag on fire. I really doesn't matter to me. But Drew Brees is saying that when he sees somebody kneel, he doesn't like it in his brain. It's like saying somebody doesn't like pepperoni pizza in their brain. It's just how he feels. So now when like you said, they want dialogue. You want open dialogue. The other side wants open dialogue. When you do it, they shout them down to the point where you have to apologize. Drew Brees, I have to say,
and now Neil probably
has raised. No, well, I don't know about that, but I will say I forget what the number was with this foundation for Katrina victims. I mean, we are talking in the tens and tens of millions of dollars. I mean, so is that worth anything anymore? Or no, that means nothing, right? Again,
that's nice words Joe Tessitore says about him. Right. He must be a great guy.
Again, how many looters has he bailed out of prison?
True. Well, we'll get there. I know you're excited, Steve. So am I. Trust me. But I just want to get this out of the way. But all I keep saying, I'm going to say it again: action, not words. And what Drew Brees did with this foundation for Katrina is action. What he said in this interview with Yahoo, or whatever, if you want to credit them, is just words. That's all. Like the president said, it's just words. It's not the words that everyone wants to hear, but I think sometimes that's how it's supposed to be. Though I guess not. So we got shouted down and shamed and everything, and now he has to apologize. And again, I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. I'm happy that these people write it. But Coley Mick wrote something shitting on him on Barstool.
Yeah.
Dumped on him. Great. I don't agree with it, but I'm happy it's there. But again, I don't know. If somebody wrote something praising Drew Brees on Barstool, would it get posted? Probably not. Now, that's hypothetical, total hypothetical, but my guess is probably now, Drew Brees is probably in line with Kay Marco. They're both Republicans, I know. But probably not. Barstool is just snap. They've lost their way. We'll get there. And people aren't going to like that, and I'm sure I'm going to piss people off. I'm sure I piss people off by tweeting out clips, but, what Dave said to me was, it's all fair game, right?
He also said he agreed with your criticisms of some of the, I guess, activism that Barstool personalities are engaging in.
So. And again, I'm calling this out because I disagree with it. This is what I do. It's part of my job. And if they want to fight back, that's great too. So we'll just get to it. So I'm watching Turn last night.
Yeah.
Bored off my skull. And now I have to go way back here. I got a text from Stephen Earl Robinson. Not Steve Earl.
Oh, no. That was very clear the other
Stephen
night.
Earl Robinson. Was Steve Earl yesterday or no?
It was yesterday's podcast, yeah.
Was it?
So it was Tuesday night.
Oh, yeah, well, it wasn't on Sirius.
No.
Yeah. I was actually listening to some of DEC and Tim from Canton. I don't know if you heard any of that.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And Tim from Canton was blowing me, which I appreciated. Talking about great memory. And he's like, I remember Kirk, you said something about how I went out to eat with Jerry and Curtis at some bar that DEC went to college at. And he's like, I bet you Kirk remembers everything from that dinner. I actually do. But yet I have no idea. That Steve Earle call could have been 2 weeks ago. It's weird. I don't know what that's.
But you remember it happened.
That's true. Thank you, Mike.
So, yeah.
Attaboy.
Yeah, I got your back.
And I'm proud of Bill Simmons for apologizing.
That's good.
Well, I am. What?
Takes a big man to apologize. Him and Brees both.
Yes.
Yeah, well, only takes guts.
A big, expansive man apologizes.
Thank you. I've done
stands by us.
So Steve texted me last night and says, Ellie responded. So I have no idea who this how do you pronounce her name?
Michaela.
Do you know her?
She's
not until yesterday.
So there's a popular Twitter account called We Rate Dogs that just like tweets out pictures of like actual dogs.
Oh, that's nice.
This woman started a Twitter account.
There was a dog killed last night, by the way, in the riots. Just so we know.
Did they rate that one?
I don't know if it's got
0.0 frowny face.
So her account is she rates dogs, and instead of rating actual canines, she rates shitty like boyfriends, shitty men on dating apps.
Oh, okay.
She posts like awful things people have said. So she's got a little viral niche with women.
Good for her.
Got a lot of followers.
Fantastic. Wonderful. Great.
And she does stuff on Ellie Schnitt's YouTube channel, and I think is a guest on her podcast from time to time.
Great.
With friends.
She went to Harvard. Harvard educated.
Yes.
So she says, mocking your female coworkers who are wildly more talented, which we'll play some of Ellie's podcasts. It's up to you guys to decide. If you think she's more talented, that's great. And successful than you. And I don't know, Ellie's podcast probably has more downloads than ours per episode. I have no idea.
Yeah, I think so. It's pretty big, pretty successful.
Which is great. It's fantastic.
Yeah, she does
Judging by a year ago, it seemed like we were in the same arena.
Yeah.
Based on what everyone said.
Oh, yeah?
But I don't know.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure what that has to do with anything
no
here,
idea.
but that's okay. Just because they are raising awareness for the BLM movement and donating money to bail funds seems like a pretty pathetic move just because you're too dense to understand systemic racism. Okay, and then she quote tweets our show. Thank you for the views for that. And then Ellie agreed with her right away or something, right? It's true and you should say it or something.
Yeah.
And then somebody said some boring 98-year-old white man, and Ellie said, I think he's 70, be nice, which is fun. I
don't have a problem.
No, I don't. Of course not. I think it's funny. She said that before, but then, but you can tell, and then they start tweeting stuff about, John and Jerry being suspended and this and that, and like all, how racist
playing the
I
hits.
am. Yeah. So, right away, and again, my thing is, we'll get to all of it. So they're upset because I'm saying you shouldn't bail out rioters. They played the clip bailing out rioters who assaulted business owners. Not a great look, which I'll stand by. They won't, which we'll get to that sound. I'm not sure what they're upset about. They're all for this. They call me, one guy calls me a JV football coach or something, whatever. It's all fine. Like, who cares? But, this girl, I guess, is on Patreon or something. Yeah. It's like $30 a month.
Yeah.
Or so. So, I mean, she's, whatever. She's just trying to she's just some kid who's trying to be important, and that's fine. It doesn't work for Barstool. I don't really care. I have fans who tweet shit protecting me all the time. So and I'm sure Ellie, Ellie's was pretty quiet until this woman spoke up. So my guess is Ellie gave her the sign to get going. She didn't want to do it herself.
By Ellie's responses, I didn't know if she was just being sarcastic.
Well, she quickly, we said, oh, great, let's have her. Michaela, is that her name?
Yes.
That was Michaela, okay. Or Ellie on. Ellie immediately said no when Steve asked her.
Right.
So I think we have our answer to that.
Yeah.
So fine. No big
or maybe
deal.
I don't know. It seems so strange. The answers seemed like she was kind of in on the joke, which makes me think, but clearly she's not.
She's not. And that's okay. That's really okay. Like, and I said,
she's probably afraid, honestly.
Well, then don't. You know what? If you're afraid,
no, I agree with you.
Here's the
Don't
thing.
say that
I'm going to
shit.
make this all very clear before we go after this podcast, which is spectacularly vapid. This particular episode, stupid, dangerous, insulting, and honestly just like horrifying, in my opinion. I still believe that her heart is in the right place. You guys might. You guys might.
No,
disagree.
I do. No, I totally agree. She's struggling to figure out how to handle the moment,
and that sounds like patting on the head. I do understand that, and I understand I have privilege and whatever. So, you have to know what you're talking about if you're going to do something like this and talk about this topic. And we screw stuff up all the time, and then we try and correct it. And maybe she will when one of these charities eventually gets, exposed, which is going to happen. I suspect she will not issue an apology to us, but that's really okay. I don't really care. So so I was like, I'll go listen to her podcast and see what she has to say about this particular issue. So, I mean, we'll just play it and react to it. I mean, I don't even know. I have so many thoughts that I'm going to be talking a lot today, but I hear this and I think, where are we starting, Steve? 3 minutes in or so?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, she doesn't know when George Floyd was killed.
Right.
At the beginning, she's like, was it last week? Or I forget. Days are so weird now.
Who can remember?
If it's the most important thing of all time, I'd get the date straight if I were you. If this is really but that's okay. Not a big deal. She has is that her producer?
Yes.
Okay.
I was going to start with her book recommendations.
Well, no, Steve, go 3 minutes in. Do you have that? I texted you that specific part. No?
So the second thing on this list of things that you can concretely do you can sign petitions and you can donate. Signing petitions, I like, there's literally no excuse to not sign a petition.
How far in is this,
It
Steve?
takes
Just sign a bunch.
2 seconds. Like,
I don't
it
know-
takes
I don't know
some
exactly
time.
how far-
Stop. What did I tell you to do? I said 3 minutes. What are you playing randoms? I said
I just don't have them.
I said
I don't have
3
them set
to
up.
5:30 is incredible. I said.
I know I pulled it, but I don't
Okay.
have them set up.
Do you have the
as,
podcast set up? What are
yes,
we doing
I'm doing it
here?
right now.
Did you know I was going to talk about this podcast today or no?
Yes, I did.
Okay, well, go to 3 minutes and I'll tell you what to play then. Jesus.
Video of it, it's very disturbing. If you haven't seen it and you've seen the picture of this police officer kneeling on his neck, stick to the picture because that's disturbing enough. Like, I'm telling you, this video is really,
There's
really
3 minutes in the
upsetting.
podcast.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
So after that happened, there was a lot of outrage, and starting the latter part of last week, there were protests beginning in Minnesota and some riots. There was looting.
Hold on real quick, Steve. Pause it real quick. So Ellie, got angry at us because we said, we don't know where these, and we've looked, and we're not sure. Some of these charities, I'm sure, mean well, but a lot of them seem very odd. There's no answers. We're not sure where it's going. And I'm sure Ellie Schnitt, when she sends out 30 charities and tweets, I'm guessing she's not corresponded and talked to people at each of these charities to make sure they're 100% legitimate, or to make sure that each of these dollars are not going, or any of these dollars are not going to looters or rioters, right? I mean,
And if you look at that donation page, so the one that everyone's tweeting out was created by a 17-year-old kid named Nico, and it's just like a nest of hundreds of links to all these different organizations.
Which again,
it says on the page, don't donate to Sean King. So they're aware that within that movement there are some troubling things, but some of them just seem like they're very new organizations.
So if I had Ellie on, all I'll say to Ellie is, can you confirm to me that you've spoken to somebody at each one of these organizations? Who have you spoken to? Where is the money going? Are we making sure it's not going to somebody who stabs a police officer or kills a 77-year-old man or blows up a building or kills an animal or punches somebody in the face or hits somebody in the head with a 2x4? That's all I want to ask her. Now, she won't come on and answer these questions because she knows, and I know the answer. She's done none of that legwork. She's doing her thing, which is virtue signaling. She's waving, so everyone says how thoughtful she is, instead of, really using her brain and trying to do the right thing. So her issue, I think it was her anger was at me, is saying that this money is going to rioting or looters, I thought. But then it doesn't seem like she has a problem with it. Go ahead, Steve.
And I think basically the important thing to understand with this is, like, this was not an isolated incident. This is not something that just it happened one time and everyone's super mad. Like, this is something that has continued to happen, that has happened a lot. And people are understandably very angry about it. And I think if you're looking at this and you're kind of confused as to why the riots are happening instead of like a peaceful protest, quote unquote, first of all, people haven't listened, to peaceful.
Well thought.
Sometimes to get your point across, you have to be extreme. And secondly, when you look at the civil rights movement, I was watching CNN and Bernice King.
So I just don't. It's Martin Luther King's daughter. She tells about some pyramid that's put together. So she's saying that you just can't be peaceful. Sometimes you got to be extreme, right?
Right.
Yeah. Well, what does that mean? What is extreme?
Well, I've heard some clips that suggest it means be really
We'll
extreme.
get there. We'll get there. So I mean,
Honestly, it sounds like something ISIS would say.
it does. So I mean, so Ellie, who's upset at us for suggesting that we think some of those funds may go to that, she's fine with that. So just say no. Some of it's going there as well. I'm fine with that. Not say, well, okay, now you're suggesting you should donate to those things. At least you're being honest about it. I mean, it seems like, and we'll get to it later, there's no doubt, she is fine with this stuff happening. I mean, so, we've gone through these all, and it happens every single day. And again, if you need me to say this 50 times, the thing that happened to Floyd was horrific. It's an awful tragedy. I hate that it happened. I hate that cop. It's fucking disgusting. So is a 77-year-old guy dying. So is the police officer who got stabbed. So is the officer in Las Vegas who's on life support. So is the guy in Rochester, the woman who got bashed in the head with a 2x4. So is the rioting. The businesses are getting destroyed every night. The fires that are going on. The officers, the good police officers, and I know it's scary to say this. I know it's not a Barstool thing to say anymore. Most police officers are really, 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 really good people. Mike said the other day, or you said the other day, Steve, I don't know. I think cops are okay with Barstool. Do you think did cops listen to the show?
No, I think they'll have a problem with this one.
Okay, so R.A. Minihane, once again, ironically, right again, Minihane. So I mean, like you hear that and you think, well, why you're asking people to donate to this?
This is, again, I keep saying it.
I know, you're right, but that's
people that aren't supposed to be talking about this. Feel like they have to.
But it's not an excuse. But it's not an excuse.
No, it's not at all. But now what happens is Ellie or whoever, Ellie or whatever, Michaela, any of these people, when they're called out, they feel like, well,
they get defensive.
I already made this point.
They get defensive.
So now I just have to call this guy a racist.
Do you have Ellie Schnitt's phone number?
Yes.
Let's call her right now. Call her right now. She can come. She doesn't have to come off if she doesn't want to. Steve, you have to reach who you're working with. I don't care what anyone thinks.
I understand.
I don't care. I have friends. I don't need friends in my life. I don't care if Ellie Schnitt or, people at Barstool don't like me. It doesn't matter to me.
Sometimes you got to discipline your daughter, Is that bit done? Or are we?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think it's unfair to call somebody you work with at 10 o'clock in the morning and ask them to come on your podcast.
No, not really.
She says, say no again. Say no again. But I want to give her opportunity to talk about it.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice
message. Been blocked.
Good enough. So I'll say this too before we go any further, because it's going to get worse for her, in my opinion. Maybe she's going to, lay something out and make a good point. Her and I together mutually, if she wants, can pick a charity that is for this, that's good, that we know is solid, and we'll do the investigation. And she'll do it, and we'll come to some agreement that's going to help with this. I'm happy to do it. I'm happy to donate and match her donation or whatever she wants. And we can get her fans and our fans to donate as well. And her and I will do a live YouTube show, whatever she wants, and have a discussion about this. Fine by me. So that to me is called, help. That's way more. That's raising money and putting it somewhere. It's a lot more helpful than putting a black box up on your Instagram or suggesting what somebody should read, in my opinion. Now, we'll put that clip out, and she won't do it. So and that's amazing. If she does, great. I'm wrong. So
but she won't do it because deep down she knows she didn't look into these charities, and that's fine.
Of course not.
That's fine. But just
actually, it's actually not. It's actually not because money is going to people who are doing these things now because of her. She has influence. So it's actually not fine. It's actually dangerous.
The reason I say it's fine is because it's more dangerous to keep calling her out, because then you feel like you can't admit it. You can't, for some reason now in our society, you can't just be like, you know what, I fucked up. I didn't look into these charities. Because if she came out and said, hey guys, I made a mistake, then it's another fucking week of bashing by a much larger than her own audience is shitting on her.
But not even really by us if she did that. Not really by us. I'd say, okay, she made a mistake. We make mistakes. I mean, We've done things that we've gone on and come back and done shows correcting ourselves. Like, people fuck up.
Right. And I'm willing to say that.
I would take a victory lap.
Probably
let's be honest. Who am I fucking kidding?
I would say probably the majority of those groups are, their heart's in the right place. They're trying to do the right thing. Money's not being stolen.
I'm sure some of them are doing a good job.
Some of them seem to be, older than just 2018. But the problem is, like, the Form 990s aren't available. You can't see who runs them. You can't see what they're doing with the money. There's not a lot of accountability.
There's no way to me that if they're doing this, that some of this money is not going to bail out some of these. I mean, because here's the other thing. I know this drives people crazy. Not a whole lot of peaceful protesters are getting arrested.
No.
They're just not.
There are some curfew violators in California, that kind of thing.
There are some.
Look, here in Massachusetts, we've had less than 100 arrested.
And people will send me pictures, and I understand there's outliers, but let's be fucking adults and have a real conversation about this. I've driven through, I've seen towns. This is not, most protests are great. And by the way, most protesters, it's like cops. Like I said this yesterday. Most of the cops are good cops, great cops, doing the best they can, and there are some scumbags. Most of the protesters are out there doing the right thing. I'm not sure what difference it makes, but that's okay. And then they're the outliers who aren't even protesters. They're just looting and they're just assholes.
And if you look, the fund that she references as having donated to, it's like, oh, you donate here and it goes to 36 whatever different bail funds, includes the Massachusetts bail fund. So who was arrested in Massachusetts?
People in Brockton.
There were, that set a Portuguese guy's Dunkin' Donuts on fire. The people in Boston who were looting it, the white guy who looted a CVS and then jumped into a Prius.
People throwing shit at cops.
So they were
bashing cops in the head.
There weren't curfew violators and peaceful protesters violated here in Boston. So if any of that bailout money did go to the Massachusetts bailout fund, you're talking about people who committed crimes.
Yeah, but keep in mind, I said that Turtle Boy said something. So, I mean, it's all equal. Like, let's be fair about this.
Here's
Mike made a prank phone call. Go ahead.
Here's where I'll jump off the Schnitt train. Is it's incredibly, to use their word, tone deaf to call anyone racist, but be a young white girl who with a big audience, a good job, and tell anyone what to do. If you can't tell other people that, well, you don't know what they've been through. You don't know their perspective.
We also can't.
You can't comment on this and then tell people what charities are right to donate to, what books are.
Well, no,
right
we'll get. Oh, no, you're right. And also, I thought she said it's time for us just to listen. Well, if it isn't, as you would say, Ellie, what would Ellie say about that, Steve?
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Right. So time for her to do that. And listen, if she wants to do that, I'll say this to Ellie. Like, if you're this, and we'll get to more of it, and you're going to, if this is so important to her, if she cares so much about it, I say, great. Quit your job, move into a place that's a really tough economic place. Get a job there, do some charity work, and live a good, quiet life. Get off Instagram, get off social media, and just worry about that. If that's your chief concern in life, now my guess is, and I don't know this, that most of her friends are white. I know most of the people she works with are white. And by the way, where are all these Barstool people who are going after all these, the racism in America is systemic? I don't know. The guy who owns Barstool is white. I'm going to guess that most of the board of Penn National is white. I think Erica Nardini is white. Dave Portnoy is white. Dan Katz is white. Kevin Clancy's white. Keith Markovich is white. I'm white. 90, what percentage of Barstool is white? 96%?
Yeah.
90%? I don't know. Most of the salespeople are white, I'm guessing.
I don't know a lot of the salespeople.
Right. Most of the executives, whoever they are probably white. The people on the boards are probably white. Why are they not pointing their finger at why? It seems pretty hypocritical to me.
I'm disabled. I count.
Yeah, right. I mean, why aren't they doing it? If they're so upset about it, if they're so angry about it, then protest. Walk out until there's some real changes. Again, action. When's there going to be some action? But we have one podcast, and we have this guy, and this guy's on this show. Well, I don't know. Barstool Radio is what? In the morning, you have Willie Colon, right? And then it's what? Us some days. It's PFT some days. It's KFC, Factor, yeah. Jared, Casey, Tommy, Dave, Riggs, whenever they did their show, Mike Portnoy, Kate, Chaps. There's a link I'm missing somewhere there. What would that be? What would that be, Ellie? Why aren't you pointing your finger at your own company? Just being out of curiosity. If you're so concerned about this, why don't you look in the mirror? What are your friends like? What do they look like? Well, who are they? Where are they? I'll tell you what I'll do right now, just for the hell of it. I don't even know this. I'll go to Ellie Schnitt's Twitter account and see who she follows on Twitter, and I'll just let you guys know, okay?
All right.
Let's take a look-see here. Following. All right, here we go. I'll scroll. She follows 612 people, so I'll scroll down in the middle here and take a look. Here we go. Ready?
Sure.
We'll start with Nick Turini. He's a blogger at Barstool. He follows me. Oh, nice.
He calls the show sometimes.
He does?
Yeah. He's KB's roommate.
Oh, KB's roommate. Sorry,
Yeah.
right. White. There you go. Minority. White. This is like the old mutt bit. White. There's a dog. Next person. White. Trista Quick, I think, is white. There's a black person.
Well, she follows Elizabeth Warren.
White.
That would have killed on
White.
I got your back.
White. That's good. See, white. There's Cousin Murray. He's white, right?
Yes.
AOC. There you go. White. There you go, Liz Warren. White. Brandon Walker, I think, is white. White. Kelly Martin, monster. There's Willie. Your old friend Dana Elwick. White. Just a few, just to give you a little she's she lives in a very open-minded world. I mean, just a fucking phony. And just the worst kind, too. Just the college. Oh, it's just everything. And I know I'm an old man. I got it. But oh, my God. So let's continue with the sound from our friend Ellie Schnitt. What do we have now, Steve?
Martin Luther King's daughter.
Oh. Do you want to just keep going to the rest of the
sure,
five?
Let's just keep playing it. Go ahead, yeah.
She came on and she was talking about how, when they did a march on Washington, it wasn't zero to march on Washington.
Wait, hold on. They did a march on Washington?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Ellie.
You heard about that?
I mean, the other thing is such contempt for her audience, too. Just like, But keep in mind, as her friend said, more talented than me.
Oh, there's nothing. I actually find Ellie funny, but there's nothing worse than being like in college.
I thought it was very funny. I'm sorry. Go 1 second, Mike. I thought it was very funny. Like, for example, when she did the baseball thing.
Yes,
That was very funny.
hilarious.
Very funny.
Yeah.
Like I agree that she was good when she was on with us.
She's talented. We said the other week that like if Casey and Ellie did
you said
Call
that.
Her Daddy, I think it would
You
be
said
better.
that.
Yeah,
I know,
I think
but
she's talented.
Oh, sure.
But
Right. Oh yeah.
I think she's funny.
She's great. She's great.
But there's nothing worse than being in college, or I imagine maybe
Hearing
being
this?
in her audience and being talked down to by someone with no real life experience.
life
Not
experience.
that I have any either.
None.
But being talked to by a person with equal or lesser life
It's insulting.
experience.
It's insulting, and I think it's borderline racist because like this is my pet cause for the week. I'm going to save Black America.
Right.
It's so insulting. I would be so insulted by it. That's just my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong.
We need more black voices except for this one white lady who decided
And my white producer and my white protesting friend, probably my white author I'm about to mention, and all my white Twitter followers and all my white people I follow on Twitter and all my white listeners and all my
They
white
might have
company.
one black friend who they're like, let's get your take on this.
And all my white people who live in my apartment and all my white friends and just fucking full of shit. But go ahead.
There were protests, there were riots, there was looting, there was violence, there was all this that built up to the ability to walk out and be peaceful and kind of negotiate. But before that, you need to be heard. And in my opinion, Black people in this country are not being heard. When they say that police brutality is happening at a disproportionate rate to Black people, and it's horrible and it shouldn't be happening. So if you're upset about, if you're like, why can't they just be peaceful? I think everyone who, I don't know, it's not our place to tell Black people how they should express their anger over this and how they feel about it. And
Hold on.
Why is it your place to tell anyone anything?
Right, agreed to some extent, but it is my right to tell a white person or a Black person that they cannot stab a police officer for no reason, or burn a building, or hit somebody in the head with a 2x4, or put a Las Vegas police officer who you know nothing about, could be a great person, in critical care, or kill a 77-year-old retired police officer. I feel like I can tell a Black person that or a white person that. You shouldn't do that. I know it's scary to say. Now, should a Black person feel like they've been, the Black man in America specifically, I mean women in America, have been targeted by the police? Of course they have. I say that all the time. Of course. Should they feel angry about that? Yes, they should. Can I tell them that? I don't even know what that means. But Ellie can go on her podcast and lecture her. Like it's just hypocritical.
Would you like to meet Gina?
Is there anything else is it important we should talk about that book or no?
Yeah, where she's offering her book recommendations.
On her own, these books.
kind of been doing over the last couple months is reading some books that have been recommended to me, and there's been a lot more recommended in the last week that I saw on Twitter, and I'm going to tell you some books that you can read to kind of understand racism in America and where it comes from and how it...
books that she saw in the last week on Twitter?
It is,
she's been reading a lot of books the last few months, and this just happened.
How you're going to see it showing up today in smaller ways, and how our entire system was kind of built on that, and also ways to kind of educate yourself in how not to be racist, how to be anti-racist. And there's a million other books. I mean, I can post I can post plenty of things for you guys in terms of resources.
I hate when we discover a buzz phrase that everyone has to use. It's not just be racist, but be anti-racist. And then everyone says it over and over again like it means anything.
I'm just tuned out of this. I mean, I'm trying, but she's a bunch of books, and she's going to tell her listeners to teach them not to be racist, like Rhea did, and all the rest of them, because they're all reading these books. And if
it's great to recommend books that you haven't read.
I mean, yeah. The last few months, she's been reading a lot of the books, and it's getting ready for this event. She's been reading like crazy about this stuff. And then she brings in Gina, her friend. So they're going to bring an expert to talk about this. Her friend Gina, who's just like a professional protester, I guess.
Yes.
I mean, this is next.
Who better to talk about protesting?
Next level lunacy. This is on Barstool. This is on again. Great. I am not, but this is on I'm not sure what happened here. I can't make fun of like The Ringer. I can't criticize Bill Simmons of The Ringer anymore. Imagine if this was on The Ringer.
We'd be shitting all over.
Killing it. Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
But there should be this. It's just that the opposite shouldn't be shushed. When someone gives the opposite opinion, it shouldn't be, well, we can't put that up.
Right. Oh, but that's what we have. And we understand that. I mean, they won't knock this podcast out, I don't think. I don't know when that'll start. It'll start because I'm not afraid to say that I don't think people should riot. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think people should kill police officers. I don't know. I mean, I know that's dangerous language.
You're kind of a racist.
You know, I mean, it's just.
I mean,
insane.
what if we put a link in the description of the podcast to a police officer memorial fund?
Right. I mean, Dave would. To Dave's credit, he wouldn't do anything about it. He would never say anything to us about that.
No.
But people at Barstool be like, what the fuck's that about? This isn't the time to celebrate cops. Well, actually, I think it is in a way.
I mean, just a week ago, 2 weeks ago, we were celebrating first responders. We were having parades and putting signs up in our front yards.
Not anymore. No. But I also say, like, now more than ever, in a lot of ways, I think it's time to celebrate good cops.
I would think so.
Well,
no, we should defund the police. That'll solve things. Yeah. These fucking celebrities saying defund the police.
It's one of the links that
what
Ellie,
is that possibly
going to... It's one of the links that Ellie sends. It's one of these ones you sign up, and it ensures that they knock so much off Minnesota's police fund every year.
Oh, that's great. So they'll have less training, less education.
Oh, no, it should be no, like Susan Sarandon said, if you know cops at all.
Yeah,
so
awesome.
I guess
George Zimmerman running around. That's good. Let's pretend like regular people arenn't racist.
Well, I just wonder, like,
these vigilantes will all be fucking...
Somebody breaks into Ellie's house or apartment and loots it, and not I'm saying just normally before all this, who does she normally call out of curiosity?
Antifa.
She does? She calls Gina?
Yeah.
She calls her
we
producer?
We need protesters here, stat!
I mean, it's just, if somebody well, whatever. So she brings in this absolute fucking lunatic. Gina, where are we starting with Gina here, Steve?
So we could start with just the introduction to Gina, and then she talks a little bit about the news coverage, and then I think the stuff on the riots and her protesting tips are very interesting.
They sure are.
It's basically like a manual, an Antifa manual in podcast form.
I mean, and again, like I hate being like, I'm not calling for this to be silenced or deleted or scrubbed or anything. I'm really not. But I mean, this is fucking insanity.
Well, it's harmful to their intent. It's like advocating for riots and for violence actually undermines the pursuit of better racial justice in the country.
Well, it can also get innocent people killed.
Exactly.
Killed. So go ahead. Like George Floyd,
Hi.
Or Floyd George. Sorry, I didn't mean
to
disrespect Karen Phillips.
I've been doing some protesting in New York City. And I happened to come from kind of a background of protesting a little bit. In college, I was involved in a lot of stuff.
Stop.
Her mother was a protester.
Can we just appreciate how stupid this fucking conversation is for a second? It's funny. Like, she almost makes like, when I was like, funniest thing today, I was in line at the deli. Guy behind, I went to high school with the guy. I haven't seen him in 15 years. It was great. We caught up. It was the guy behind me knows somebody who,
we've been protesting for generations.
The funniest thing, my grandmother, she was bombing buildings when I was in my mom's belly the first time she blew up a police car.
It's probably descending from Weather Underground.
Yeah, totally. Bill Ayers. Yeah. She's like,
this is Bill Ayers' granddaughter.
Yeah, she's like, it's the funniest thing.
Maybe she comes from a long line of peaceful protesting.
Well, she's breaking the mold. I'll give her that. You won't believe this. Like, it's like, what the fuck are we doing?
Social welfare and justice major. So I think it's really great.
She was what major?
She was a social welfare and justice major.
Right. Otherwise, hold on. Otherwise, the major that Kate Minihane is going to tell me she has in 7 years.
Yeah,
that'll be great.
When I just say,
I can't wait till Kate says, "Hey, I'm co-hosting this show, Dad. You've inspired me to get into podcasting." Ellie Schnitt called me.
Well, Ellie be old then.
That's true.
She'll be 70, but it's going to be social justice and welfare major.
Yeah. Stuff as a social welfare and justice major.
Social welfare. Well, she's.
So I think it's really great that you're considering protesting.
Hold on. It's almost like, and look, a peaceful protesting is fine, but it's almost like you're on the phone, like booking a trip with somebody.
Yeah,
I saw it as more of an interview.
Yeah. Oh,
okay. We see your resume here. I like that you're getting into protest.
See, I think it's more like, I think it's great you're considering us to do business with you.
For your protesting destination.
This would be a great experience for you. Now we're gonna blow up a building in Wyoming. I don't know if that part of the country interests you or not. But are you more of a city person?
See,
we can make this happen. So, do you like to drive? Do you like to fly? What kind of hotels do you like? Because we have a terrific bombing package for you right now. 5 nights, okay? Any hotel you want. You got to bomb 2 places. You have to burn 2 police stations. That's all you have to do. Then you know what? The rest of the trip is yours. It's almost like we did the other day with the timeshare.
I don't see anything in your
Antifa
package
timeshares, but brought to you by Barstool Sports.
I guess more like Scientology. I mean, when it gets right down to it, this is a religion.
I'm looking at this. I'm not seeing a lot of bombing in your past. Is there? Do you want to tell us about your experiences?
You don't list brick throwing as an option. Is that a hard no, or you just didn't think of it?
I mean, let me ask you a serious question before we get into all this. And again, you know, I see here you like Florida. That's fine. I think we can make that happen for you somewhere in the Fort Lauderdale area. Do you mind, you know, attacking people who are over 70 years old? Because, you know, we have people who we need to start doing more of that. Are you okay with animals dying? Let's listen to this. Go back 10 seconds, this idiot.
As a social welfare and justice major. So I think it's really great that you're considering protesting.
Stop. 2 kids? Well, that's perfect. They can make signs during the day. We have an arts and crafts station.
We have a buffet. I mean, it's fine. I don't know if I'm sure you're a vegetarian. That's totally fine. We have vegan options as well. We'll make everything happen for you. You know, again, you got to get there like 2 or 3 hours early. We're going to give you sort of the bombing tutorial before we get all into it. It's just,
I will say, some of these spreads are, when we protested the Chick-fil-A, the spread was fantastic. I can't guarantee this. It's a little different here.
One more time.
A lot of stuff as a social welfare and justice major. So I think it's really great that you're considering protesting. And I kind of want to start by talking about how one of the
Hold on, Steve. I know it's going to take forever for me to get through. Are the Schnitt heads, they call them?
Sure.
Do they have their notes? Are they writing down notes right now? Like now we're starting. This is how we protest.
It's almost like you're joining a major. So you're considering protesting.
You're considering, yeah. I feel like I'm talking to my guidance counselor, my junior year in high school.
Well, let's weigh the pros and cons here.
I mean, you know, you don't seem like somebody's ready to move to the West Coast yet, Kirk. I don't see you do. I think you have to stay in the Northeast right now. You know what? Let's do pros and cons. Pros. Bombs are fun. Watching stuff light on fire is fun.
Your verbal score was fantastic, but we're going to see if we can get you the written test again. We're going to need to redo that.
Jesus, sorry. Let's see if we can move forward here.
One of the best things that you can do is really understand protesting. What you're receiving right now from the media is skewed, and I feel like
hold on.
The first thing is you need to understand it. So let me give a completely inane rant.
You need to understand it. And again, you want to peacefully protest, that's fantastic. Because we'll find later on, this is not what this woman has in mind, but that's okay. We'll get there. But
most importantly, you have to understand. So
let me explain to you how protesting works, okay? Plain and simple. Let me walk you through it. I mean, if you're peacefully protesting, again, we're not fucking...
The Latin origins of the word
we're not building a time machine here.
Webster's dictionary defines
what you have to do is get some comfortable sneakers, walk somewhere, and hold up a sign. Okay? Can we all handle that? This is where she gets into the media is anti-protesters, right?
Yes, correct.
It's rough for them out there.
It's the capitalistic media.
That crazy capitalistic
right-wing
media.
Receiving right now from the media is skewed, and I feel like we know that. Like, people in general know that the media is skewed. But,
okay,
first I just
she's right about that.
That is a college student that has heard over and over again that the media is biased, but has no idea why the media is biased. She looks at Fox News and says, "Oh, the media is biased."
She's right about that. Yeah. Fox News is biased, and that's about it. Yes. But that's okay.
Coverage that's happening. What I've noticed from what's happening at the protest as opposed to how it's being covered. The first thing about protesting is when we talk about particularly protester-to-police relations.
Does Ellie know? Hold on. Does Ellie know how fucking horrible this is? Like,
no, she thinks it's great.
You think she thinks this is great?
I mean, I think they know that they're doing something different.
Yes,
I think they're knowing that this isn't like the usual entertainment that people are here for.
Okay, very entertaining. Go ahead.
As this like two sides thing, like these two organizations that are coming up against each other, and that's not quite accurate, and it kind of dispirits the point of protesting. What protests are in this dialogue, the police, which are they're an organized union, they're their own institution, they've got guidelines,
everything's rehearsed.
But what these protests are thousands and thousands of individuals who have decided to come together for this one cause.
Hold on. Like, she's literally giving us, forget the stupid police thing, forget that. But yeah, she's actually telling. You see, what a hamburger is there's 2 pieces of bread, and in the middle, they put a slice of meat. Now, there are many options. You could put cheese on it, bacon on it, lettuce on it. You can have it plain. You like ketchup. Some people mustard on it.
Now, the media is going to tell you that it's not healthy to eat that cheeseburger.
Is it biased media?
And by the way, you can have it rare, medium rare, double rare. Some people even like it raw.
Now, here's what medium rare is. Now, rare would be when it's cooked.
You can grill it. You can fry it, I suppose. I mean, there's lots of ways. Some people like to put French fries on. Now, French fries are often with the... What is this? What the fuck is this?
Before we get into that, let me explain to you what a potato is.
It's just unbelievable. And by the way, anybody, I just picture these. Now, I don't mean to, people assume what our audience is. I'm guessing Ellie's audience is mostly young women, right?
Yes.
So it's a podcast by chicks for chicks.
Sure, which is great. Most of them must be like, what the I have faith in humanity. Most of them must be thinking, what the fuck is this? No?
No. Well,
you think?
I think most of them
down.
Most of
them are like, oh, this is great. This is needed, right?
I think a lot of them are like, oh, those are some interesting books. I already know what a protest is.
I think most of them are hitting that 30 thing right there.
Yeah.
Like, does this get to anything?
They might, but they would never say that.
Oh, of course.
You know what? The people that listen to that, the Ellie Schnitt's podcast was great.
Mike, everybody at Barstool thinks that when they hear this Ellie podcast. But they're not going to. I'm the only one who's going to say it.
Yeah, but Barstool isn't her audience.
You think Kevin Clancy listens to that podcast is like, wow, that's really good. If you listen to it.
I would
not
think so.
Of course, Dave Portnoy. Of fucking course not. But you can't say that for some reason. I don't know why. You can't say it. And we'll tell you why it's dangerous in a second. But Jesus, keep playing. I didn't mean to get in Gina's way.
Community of vastly different people who all have a problem with institutional racism. And the reason that that's important.
Hold on. Why is institutional racism important? I assumed it wasn't. She's going to tell us why?
Don't worry.
Oh, who knew? Who knew? I didn't. What's your definition of police officer? I saw you rolling your eyes, Steve. For police definition, what was it?
I blacked it out.
It was. Now here's a union that was. I don't even know. Good.
Protesters are a group of individuals coming together to protest a cause. Police are. It's a group of racists that come together
in uniform
to arrest black men.
Oh God. Go ahead.
Because while protesters aim to be a united front, it's not just one side. This is a society of people. It's a group effort of.
Did I miss the bong rip that she took right before this?
Hey, man.
Society is like a group of people, man, and we're just coming together.
I just appreciate it seems like a very diverse of thought conversation between these people. We're getting everyone together and having a conversation, which I appreciate.
I would like some of Gina's episodes, like when she says, "Do you ever think that like
I listen to a podcast
we're all just characters in my show?"
I want the podcast where Gina just defines stuff. That would be good. Like I would
starting
like
a podcast, and here's what a podcast is.
Yes. That'd be your first episode, podcast. I'd listen. I would listen to that.
You have to do microphones first.
That's true. You have to go all the way back.
Yeah.
Yes. Sound
individuals, and I think that's lost quite a bit of the time. The other thing.
Hold on, Steve, real quick. We'll get to the other thing in a second. So the reason they call it a tennis ball is because that ball is specifically used for tennis. Tennis is a sport that uses a racket, and it's two players who hit against each other until you win a game.
You might be asking yourself that phrase, tennis ball, just for tennis. But where does ball come? Well here's what a ball is.
Many people bounce a ball. There's a basketball, there's a baseball, there's a football. But football is different. It's a pigskin. But is it really a pigskin anymore? Well, to answer that question, we have to go to the history of pigs.
As I've guessed, this is violence and just like drama tends to be played up a lot in the media.
Oh, hold on. Well, but Gina, one moment. If we could get Gina on, I would ask her. So violence is being played up. Mm-hmm. So Steve printed this out for me as I asked him to do. Thank you, Steve. Eugene, Oregon. Protest turns violent. Rioters destroy several businesses. By the way, you never read about these, basically. Rioters destroy police vehicles, loot stores in Pennsylvania. The aftermath in Seattle, downtown businesses destroyed. Okay. Las Vegas police identify officer shot during protest. A 29-year-old police officer, a 4-year veteran of the police department, was shot. You hear nothing about him. Suspect was 50 feet away, fired one round. The round caused a severe head and spinal injury for this poor guy. Mm-hmm. The wounded officer is, he's on life support right now. The president of the Las Vegas Police Protective Association, I'm sure this guy, is, of course, part of the evil machine, right?
Right.
Described him as a great cop and a great person. I talked to some of his partners, nothing but the highest regard for him, what type of person he is, very caring.
So why are you reading all these stories from the fake news
I'm just letting you know.
Media?
Everything is gone. Looting strikes a second blow to reeling businesses in minority neighborhoods, which is a huge epidemic that's gone on in the last few weeks. St. Louis police captain David Dorn, 77 years old, Looters shot and killed a retired St. Louis police captain early Tuesday, according to reports. Now, this is, again, just part of the media that's lying, according to Gina. David Dorn suffered a gunshot wound to his torso about 2:30 a.m. Tuesday and died on a sidewalk in front of Lou the Chop, which is on video. You can watch this guy die. Lee's Pawn and Jewelry, St. Louis Post-Dispatch reported. His wife, his widow now, said her husband was a friend of the pawn shop owner and worked for him. Was there to protect him. He was a retired police captain, as I said.
And by the way, also a black guy.
And a black guy.
A black guy who was shot to death in the street, and there's video of it. Not a lot of reaction.
Yeah, I know he's older, but why is that not tragic?
I think you know why.
Oh, okay. I'm just wondering. And then firefighter KB Bala, Minneapolis firefighter, black firefighter, said his dream was always to open a sports bar. I'm sure you've seen the video of this guy. Something he almost achieved after countless hours of working on the project, and it was destroyed Thursday night. So there you go. So this is what's going on. And an officer was stabbed last night in Brooklyn.
But those are all the big stories that are being put out there by the biased media.
Barstool would just tweet these out all day. Enough. But Drew Brees, okay.
It's time to get him out of here.
Just time to cancel Drew Brees.
And so Gina's problem is that those stories are being reported, basically, and people are elevating them, and you're talking about them.
Okay, do you see it reported essentially anywhere else? I mean,
no, right. It's not being focused on a lot. Maybe Fox News. I haven't watched a lot of Fox. I'm just saying. So,
you see it, but what would you say the percentage of this guy dying versus not even Floyd, but just in general versus Drew Brees? And I understand how it works, but would you say these are underreported stories in the media?
Of course, yes.
Well, I would disagree with one thing Steve said, is that she thinks these are what the news is reporting. She doesn't. She just says the media is biased because that's a thing that's in her head for some reason.
Right.
She doesn't even know about these stories. I'm guessing.
But what I was going to say is she doesn't want that focused on. She wants the media focusing on the peaceful protest, just like Marty Walsh was like, I'm going to only take questions about the peaceful protest.
Yeah.
Well, she probably doesn't know they exist.
Every single year.
Well, the truth is, if you hear it, she has no problem with it.
Right.
She likes it.
Maybe.
I mean, we're being. We'll get there, but go ahead, Steve.
Every single year, tens of thousands of people gather for the pro-life protest.
One second, because you're going to do this. Because we have listeners who are all new. A year is usually 365 days. Mm-hmm. Steve, how do you get to a year? What is the rotation that gets us to a year?
It's one revolution of the Earth around the sun.
Every 4 years, though.
We had
another day.
Yeah, we call that exactly.
We call that a leap year. They add a day. Well, hold on. They add a day to February. Now you're asking what February is. That's a month. Okay. There are 12 of those.
The Gregorian calendar began.
Well, we get to the Gregorian chance in a second.
Month,
What's that?
I call it Black History.
We go to Black History Month, which is fine. I'm happy to celebrate that. Then February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. Okay. Big event in December is Christmas.
Ooh. Now what is that?
Well, I don't like to talk about it because Santa Claus, some people think he's white. So I don't want to get into that.
He's not.
He's not going to be this year.
No.
So let's get back to Gina. What is Gina fucking yapping about? And by the way, Ellie, what is Ellie doing? Ellie, fucking listen. I'm trying notes. I'm trying to help you out here. That's true. She's getting ready.
It'd be great if we watch the video and Ellie's like, just, all right, we get it.
She's just dipping her torches in tar.
Ellie's busy trying to.
She's pouring Molotov cocktails.
She's trying to construct a cocktail from her boss here. I thought Dave Porter was her boss. Jesus, go ahead.
There's videos of a peaceful protest in Seattle that the media leave because there's just nothing to report on. There was in Denver. They did a protest where people laid down on their stomachs for 8 minutes to represent the way that George Floyd was murdered. And there's almost no coverage of that, which is interesting because there's an estimate that there's around 2,000 people in the park.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Hold on. First of all, I watch the news now more than ever. They cover these protests all the time, how people lie down and it's fine. That's great that they do that. That makes them, that's fantastic. But what do you, they say there was calm, but to me, they go to these things and they protest and nothing actually happens. Not that anybody's trying to do good, but nothing. When you're doing the news, it is news if somebody gets shot.
Right.
This is how news works, Gina.
What I was going to say is the Right to Life protest. 100,000 people in the D.C. mall, barely gets any media coverage. But do you think if one person went and vandalized a Planned Parenthood clinic, what do you think CNN would report?
Sure.
The peaceful protest or the act of vandalism?
I mean, if there was 100,000 people in Fox News would report that.
Well, Fox reports it for sure. But it's a thing every year that the media intentionally ignores. But I'm just saying, if there was an act of violence, people would rightly focus on that act of violence.
And we all agree that CNN is biased and MSNBC is biased and Fox News is biased.
Of course.
We all know that. I mean, it's like, but to pretend.
I guess the point is that they sensationalize the bad stories and don't focus on the good stories, which is true.
Yeah, but I mean, that's news.
I mean, riots are kind of sensational.
I mean,
right.
Yeah, I mean, so.
But in her mind, it's one incident as opposed to all these great stories that they're not focusing on, which is wrong. But I think that's what she's trying to say.
Okay, I guess. All right, yeah. There's Gina. So go ahead, keep going.
Always keep in mind that
this is amazing.
When it comes to media coverage, there are very few.
A, B, C. Always be closing. Always be closing.
This is where we get hooked.
She's like Alec Baldwin. She's just like a, second place says steak knives. Third prize is you're fired.
Coffee is for closers. Closers only.
You, Schnitt, you over there. What are you looking at? What's your problem? You see this right here? This watch costs more than your car. That's who I am, Schnitt, and you're nothing. It's just unbelievable. What do you think, Steve? Is there any part down deep, Steve, do you think Ellie wants to say something to her, like in any part of her body where Ellie wants to say something that she said in the past? Even on this podcast, like today?
I think
maybe like a soundbite that Ellie might want to say to this woman.
Shut the fuck up.
I don't think that's true. I don't know why you played that, Steve. What were you saying, Mike?
There's an element of like listening to this. I think Ellie almost feel like she thinks she's being outsmarted here by Gina. Like Gina.
It is a duel. I'll say that.
Gina's the smart. So Ellie's kind of just like, oh wow. Okay.
No, you're sitting there like you're handing over to the master.
Yes.
Right. Like this is like when they bring in Nick Saban, they pay him $100,000 to give us motivational speeches. This is what this like. All right, come on.
We got the big gun.
We're bombing today. Who are we bombing today? Let's go. Like at the end, they have some chant or something, right?
Let me just follow along here.
And he's like these 8 rules to success. Like John Wooden had that book, The Pyramid of Success. That's what this is like,
That'd be great if she had her own.
John Wooden was always like, here's these dumb rules. Everyone acts like you're great. You should have these too.
The hexagon of greatness.
Yeah, John Wooden's. Let me see them for a second. John Wooden's are like, make sure your shoes are tied. Or like stupid. Let me see.
Yeah, always give a firm handshake.
Yeah, John Wooden pyramid.
Fear no opponent.
Is that what it is? No, I don't think.
That does sound.
Yeah. Pyramid of John Wooden's 8 rules for success.
Oh, let me see. Let me find these here. John Wooden 8. I'm sure he was a nice guy.
John Wooden?
Sure. No, you don't think so?
Why wouldn't he? I don't know. Were they bad?
He had very big ears. John Wooden's 8 rules for success. There you go, Steve. Thank you. Number 1, fear no opponent. Respect every opponent.
Okay.
He's got be quick, but don't hurry.
Okay.
Stuff like that. Be more interested in character than reputation.
Okay.
Understand the harder you work, the more luck you will have, which is true. That's actually a good one. Right. Remember, there is no substitute for hard work and careful planning. Failing to prepare is preparing to fail. Failing to prepare is preparing to fail.
All right.
So what would Gina's 8 rules be? What would her pyramid of success?
The octagon of greatness. It would be one, always explain things.
I mean, she actually says, wear a long sleeve shirt to cover up any identifying tattoos you might have.
Does she say that?
Like
yes. Oh, that's good. Well, that's good. Excellent.
Number 2.
There you go.
I don't know why a peaceful protester would need to conceal their identifying tattoos.
You are so naive, Steve. So naive.
Keep be judged by the.
Let me hear more from Gina, who is becoming my favorite person, my favorite personality right now, ever. She basically works at Barstool.
I try to follow like a diverse group of like news outlets. And across
hold on.
MSNBC, CNN, Huffington
How
Post.
diverse a news outlet is Gina? You know who I really am starting to like a lot is Sean Hannity. Like he's got really different ideas.
This Alex Jones guy is wild.
Tucker Carlson, he's willing to say some controversial things to offend Trump's base.
I have diverse. Like I respect Mike Pence a lot. It's really weird.
Ellie, if you'll indulge me for a moment, Glenn Beck was saying last night.
If you're wondering what a president is, Ellie, it's very simple. Vice President Pence, if the president dies, he assumes office.
Oh.
Oh, God.
Yes, the rights of looting have been covered.
Star Wars came from George Lucas. It's a film, a motion picture, a space opera, if you will.
Right, and there was just
that
one
spawned
Star Wars.
many sequels.
Oh, okay, interesting. And what is a sequel?
He didn't actually walk on the sky, but it was his last name. His father. Oh, go ahead.
Far beyond anything else. Like I try to follow like a diverse group of like news outlets, and across the board, the riots and the looting have Yes, the rights of looting have
So
been
far,
covered,
we go. So
and I
far,
think
this woman. Hold on. This woman's been. How long has she been yapping for? This cut. 40 minutes.
Yeah,
we've gotten wow and yes from Ellie so far.
Well, I think I was spot on. Then she's kind of just.
I think she's been totally like radicalized at this point. Wow. Yes.
Protest. I will protest.
Yes is the opposite of no. Yes was created. Yes is a ban. But it's like, is how far beyond parody is this conversation?
Diverse media outlets.
It's just, I mean, like, how do I even?
I'm really worried about the person who's listening to this, nodding along, very like, yeah, this is very informative. You know what? I'm gonna go do some protesting today. Now I'm finally equipped with.
I'll
the
give
knowledge.
Gina this though. She saves the money shot for the end. Like she's building you up like all these great cult leaders do.
Right.
And Gina is a cult leader. Go ahead.
So something that could really deter like an inexperienced protester from protesting. So I did.
Hold on. Gina, I'm a rookie in the protest.
How many protests do you have to protest in order to be a veteran?
It's just so hard to make it for a young kid.
I'm in my third year of protesting. I'm embarrassed to be around you guys. You guys have been doing this. You guys have been burning down buildings forever. What can I do to sort of raise my profile, become not a superstar like you, Gina, but just a good established, solid, borderline all-star protester?
Look, I got my global warming badge. I got my anti-factory farm badge. I got my gun control badge.
Gina,
now I'm just going out there to get some social justice badges.
Point me to the building. I'm ready to burn it down. Like it's time for me to make the leap. I've been in the shadows for too long. I'm never going to be you, Gina. Don't get me wrong.
You come from a long line of protesters. I'm a little embarrassed even talking, but if you'll give me a little advice,
Gina, I can't even say this in my regular voice. There's no protesting history in my family. Like I'm new here. I'm new at this game.
Gina rolls her eyes. Okay,
well, fine. Gina's mom, like the old veteran, just kind of sits in the background. It sort of like consults her now. You know, like.
Well, they carry her into the protests.
Yeah, you know, like
on their shoulders.
Like a couple of years from now, like Belichick will be like the president or whatever, and he'll sit up in the booth and kind of look down. Is that what she'll be? Is that what Gina's grandmother's like?
Yes.
She's like, when you see Danny Ainge
during the protest.
Oh, interesting shot. Oh, here you go, boy. Oh my God, those are. And she's like jaded. She's like. These new protesters don't know shit.
Jim Nance, Gina's mom, Rebecca, looking proudly at her daughter.
Like, I see a lot of me and you, young fella.
These new protesters don't know anything. When we did it, we did it. Oh yeah. You keep whining. You're fine. All right, let me hear some more from Gina.
To kind of take a moment to specifically talk about riots and looting, both in general and then both in the context.
Interesting. Good. I was hoping we'd get to this.
So there's kind of 3 levels to this. I tried to break this up like in an organized fashion.
Hold on. I mean, we are.
Explains what looting is. I'm going to shit myself.
It's like the Office thing where Jim, when Michael's in the presentation, he just draws the pyramid. Michael's like, I gotta call my money guy. Ellie's broken now. Poor Ellie. She's I feel bad for her now. I mean, this is like hardcore left-wing, like Weather Underground, like radical radio. I mean, this, like, think about what's going on here.
This is an instruction manual for Antifa.
And you're saying, but they're talking about peaceful. No, they are not. Ellie made that clear earlier. Gina's made it clear, kind of, but Gina is just, again, getting you wound up. This is the appetizer. Hold on 1 second. I got to piss. 1 second. We'll get to it in a second. You guys take a real break. I'm actually getting a picture with me, Gina, and Ellie at some point and get it for Paint Your Life.
That would be nice. Bring everyone together.
Nice painting. A painting, Mike. See, it's different than the picture.
What is that?
It's just different. PaintYourLife.com. You have original painting by a world-class artist done by hand from a photo. Great idea. You think it's super expensive. Trust me, it is not at all. Professional hand-painted portrait from any photo at a truly affordable price. User-friendly platform lets you order a custom-made hand-painted portrait in less than 5 minutes, and then you get the portrait in less than about 3 weeks, they say. So you have plenty of time for Father's Day, if I'm correct. Payyourlife.com is no risk. If you don't love the final painting, the money is refunded, guaranteed. And right now, limited time offer, 20% off your painting. That's right, 20% off and free shipping. Steve, is it by 6/17? Is that what the copy said, that you get it back for Father's Day or no?
I'll have to take a look.
Take a look at that, because I said that. I'm not sure if that's right or not. Figure it out. We'll mention it tomorrow. Either way, I mean, listen, if it's a day or two late for Father's Day, who cares? Trust me, as a father, you know, you'd be almost happier a couple days later because it's an actual surprise. Text my name, Kirk, K-I-R-K, to 64,000. K-I-R-K to 64000. And you get 20% off your painting, 20% off plus free shipping. Any picture you want, parents, for their anniversary, that's very nice. For Father's Day, for a birthday, for your best friend, for yourself, for anything. I mean, there's a picture of me and Bruce, for example. There isn't. But that'd be great. I'd love that painting. Put it right here. And as I said, the men of fans want to get together and buy us one of these. It goes on the mural. Nice spot on the mural. So get on that. Text the word Kirk to 64,000, 64000. PaintYourLife.com. There's no risk. PaintYourLife.com. Zero risk. There you go. So I just tweeted out. Before we get back to Ellie and Gina.
Yes.
Can you tweet out the link to the drive-in, Steve?
Yes.
I tweeted out. I think this might be the most fun I've ever had doing a show today.
Oh, really?
I love Gina. I love her.
She's quite
I
the
want
character.
you out, Mike. I like you and everything, but I think we need Gina in.
I respect the podcast. I understand.
I want the mic in.
Can you imagine if we had someone on who was like a hardcore NRA member, like a sovereign citizen, walking us through like how to open carry protests? Now, here's the thing.
It'll be fine.
We're like recommending uppers and lowers for AR-15s and just saying, hey, we're going to assemble. It's our right to openly carry these firearms.
Look, you want to get 30 shots off in a minute, rounds off in a minute? Fine. Okay, you want to be a pussy? Fine.
You're going to need a bumper trigger.
I can get you 300 in a minute. We can make that happen. Now what a gun is. To be clear. We need that. You know, we need that. We need Gina, the opposite of Gina, Bizarro Gina. That's what we need. The guy, a man who defines nothing,
right,
but just gets to the point. That's what we need, Bizarro Gina. But I'll tell you what. I have to keep my sense of humor because she's getting me. I'm semi-hooked.
Really?
Yes.
You're a fan of the Gina podcast?
Well, I just think I'm thinking of joining up now.
Does she do her own show? Because I would listen to that.
Of course, I'm sure she does.
Well, she's too busy protesting, actually. She doesn't have time for podcasting.
That's true.
She's actually taking a break from the streets.
She could do like a 10-part series on how to protest.
Yeah. Okay. We're great. Imagine she went to her mom and tried to sell her on that.
Oh, right.
Oh, you're going to do this podcasting now?
With our name?
Great. Fine.
Family name?
Gene, you see this building right here? While you're podcasting, that building's not going to burn down. Okay? So if you're happy with that, fine. See that dog right there? You want that dog to live? Fine. Good luck with your podcast.
We have a family dynasty to protect. But the old people, the old regime doesn't get the new kids, you know?
Do you think Gina's ever said that her office is the streets?
She's written as many columns as Colin in the last 2 weeks. Nothing from Kevin today?
I haven't checked.
I would say it's a very strange time in history to be taking a vacation for 2 weeks. That seems,
especially just weeks after you'd already taken a vacation.
Yeah, that seems very unlikely. So,
nothing from Kevin.
Where are we at with Gina?
So we're talking about rioting.
I figured.
So the first thing, riots and looting are not unique occurrences. People riot after sports games, They loot during natural disasters.
Hold on. Now I'm sure she'll have some wacko. What about sports games? Should they do what?
They riot after sports games.
Oh, you mean like a city riots after a team wins the Super Bowl?
Yeah. Like the Patriots parade.
I thought you just meant a regular.
I think
Patriots win on Sunday.
This feels a little more extreme to me.
Did you know that there have been riots before this weekend?
I did not know that. It's not a unique experience. It happens every day.
Yeah, the Red Sox lost last night. There's a riot.
It happens 30, 40 times a week around my place.
Rioting and looting happens, and not just at protests, and particularly not just at Black Lives Matter protests. So that's kind of like the general skew of riots. They happen for reasons. They happen for not reasons, like sports.
4 reasons. 4 reasons by reasons.
They happen for reasons and for not reasons. Okay, well, that's everything. She's right. It's like that. That reminds me of that Jew, whatever that was with the, 1, 2.
Oh, yeah.
What was it? We've been looking for this for a while. What
A, no. B, not going to happen. And C, no thanks.
If we tried to write a parody episode of this, I don't think we would change anything.
No, I can't.
That line would definitely be in there.
Gina might get...
Look here in Philadelphia. This is the great Not Riot Riot of 2018.
One second. I'm looking out. No riot here right now. And you know what? You got to play it again.
So that's kind of like the general skew of riots. They happen for reasons. They happen for not reasons. They happen. It's not unique. Please do not define this movement.
Oh, okay.
The not reason
Second,
riots
there's
are
kind
fucking
of
insane. You think these are bad?
What are you rioting for? What are you rioting for? I'm not. You're not rioting? No, I am. But what are you rioting for? Not a reason.
Not reason.
Then why are you doing this? What?
Riots happen. They happen for not reasons.
We are protesting the fact that riots happen for a reason. This is a not reason riot. Do you not understand what I'm saying?
We are here to buck the stereotype that riots happen for reasons.
Who is with us? Who is with us?
We are the not reasonablists, and we are here to buck a long trend.
For years, there's been riots for legitimate reasons. Today, it ends. You have met your enemy. This is the Not Reason Riot movement. Steve, tweet that out. Not Reason Riot movement.
The not reasonableists have been silenced for too long, and we're not going to take it anymore.
Take what anymore? Nothing. Who's on first? Second base.
Oh, Gina.
I love her. I love her. I like her much more than Ellie. She's got a sense of humor, this Gina. I mean, she hasn't displayed it yet.
They happen for reasons. They happen for not reasons, like sports games, but they happen. It's not unique. Please do not define this movement.
How could we possibly?
What human being could define what you just said?
No.
You could put. I don't know who the 10 smartest people in the history of civilization are. If you could get some sort of invention, we could bring them all back at the prime of their mental capacity and lock them in a room for a year and have them come out and define that. They'd all be, 9 of them would be dead. And the other one would just be staring straight at just blabbing, not riot, not riot, not riot, not reason, not reason, not reason.
Now, Ellie, you know I'm big on definitions, but this, even I am hard pressed to come up with a definition for what I just said.
There are riots for reasons, there are riots for not reasons. I mean, what? And like, you know, I understand that Ellie's probably means well, but I'd like to think I would say, what do you mean by that? Like, you forget someone else is there. Like, Ellie is actually there. I think. I mean, not there, but
they're doing it by like Zoom or something.
Yeah.
But even if she didn't see it in that moment, I have to believe that Ellie would watch that clip of you listening to that and laugh. Like, she must understand why that's
she snapped.
funny.
No, she snapped.
I have to believe it. Otherwise, what is this all for? What's this crazy world?
I don't know, but this is fucking incredible. I mean, how long has she been talking for, Steve? Like, since we first introduced the world to Gina?
7 hours.
I think like 10 or 15 minutes.
All right, let's hear some more.
It's kind of the next 2 points are kind of reasons that rioting has come up in this particular situation.
Now, don't confuse these with the not reasons.
Yeah, let's be real clear. It's a reason.
I'd like to be clear.
This is a riot for a reason. Just so I like to know. I'm good either way. I like to riot. I'm a riot guy.
Very different from the not reason riots.
I would guess you only need one reason. People are talking about riots because there have been riots.
I guess that's a reason. Yes.
No, there is no. There are no reasons.
I read a great book. All kidding aside, a great book on the Great Unreasonable Riot of 1826. What a novel! I mean, historical fiction, but still really well done. I took a good unreasonable riot class in college.
Big news today out of Wisconsin. There are riots, seemingly no reason. We can't seem to figure it out.
Experts still haven't got to the bottom of why they just mysteriously started rioting.
Let's go to the leader in this case.
Well, there are no chants down here. I'm on the scene. There don't seem to be any reason for this.
It's odd. No one's here. I'm not even here. When asked for a reason, no one spoke.
Sir, why are you here today? What brought you out?
No reason.
I'm not.
No reason. I don't know. Just felt like it. Is that a problem? Oh, you got a problem with that? Well, now we have a reason. It's over. Fuck. Let's go home, guys. We're done. This building's spared today.
This great hero ended the no reason riot.
And we riot against you, sir.
By simply asking for a reason.
All right, let's hear some
the
more
most
from
obvious one is, why should we follow the laws when the cops are not following the laws?
Hold on. How close are we now to the big money shot here?
Very close.
Okay, so we've had some laughs with our good friend Gina here, and I think Gina is now immortalized in parody accounts.
I would think
Gina's
so.
going to become a big star in the Minifan.
Maybe at the live show.
I could see Gina. Gina seems like she might like a drive-in movie.
We tell her it's a protest.
Yeah, there'll be a riot.
Yeah,
There's no reason for it. She's
Saco
hooked.
Minifan owner might not want to have Gina there. That'll be a reason. Are you kidding me for her?
Right.
Jeez, for that crowd. So we're having some fun, and Gina's kind of stupid and whatever. But this is not a good moment for Gina, and certainly not a good moment for my friend Ellie Schnitt. I mean, you guys could disagree. I don't know.
If we burn down a police precinct every time that there is unjust violence towards the Black community by a police officer, I think we would see change pretty fast.
I agree with that.
Hold on. Hold on.
I gotta say, Ellie's not wrong. I'll keep defending Ellie here.
Well, what's the statement?
She's technically right.
What is the statement? Let me hear Gina one more time.
If we burn down a police precinct every time that there is unjust violence towards the Black community by a police officer, I think we would see change pretty fast.
I agree with that.
Jeez, that's certainly
I
true.
would absolutely agree with that. How could you not?
What would the change be?
Well, change would happen.
So let's play this out again. And, this is where I say it goes from, we're having fun, and this is what we do, because we take it seriously, but also mock it because they're so stupid, and they are stupid. What she's saying is she's advocating, in fact, encouraging people to burn down. I don't even think that's even, debatable.
No.
And Ellie signs off on it, and this is going on the Barstool podcast, and let it play out. I don't care. But that's really, really, and again, this is a podcast where the host got mad because I said she might not know where the donations are going. Some of them may be going toward places that support violence toward police officers. So if you burn down the police station, all kidding aside, you'll maybe kill police officers. You might kill who the hell knows who's in there.
People who are detained.
Yes.
Protesters.
Right, protesters. You may destroy evidence that's in there that may get somebody innocent.
Rape kits.
Yeah, who knows, right? So all these things. And, I always say, there's a good police officer in there, some 36-year-old guy, and I know Ellie doesn't care because she's never lived an actual day in her life, with kids and a life, and he's just working hard, and he just wants to get through the day and be done with it. And he's facing all this stuff, and they burn it down, and the guy dies. And then his kids have no dad, and by the way, maybe a black police officer too, by the way, and his wife has no husband, and their parents have no, because why? Because some asshole cop, what would it change?
It would just change things.
It sure would.
They would start taking
sure
things seriously.
Fuck would. And this is on Barstool, and I take shit. Fuck. I mean, listen, we love Gina, but fuck off. And Ellie, too. I agree with that. Well, what do you mean by that? You want that to happen? Because it sure sounds like an encouragement to me. Am I missing something there?
No.
And I'm going to be painted as a bad guy?
Sounds like they're saying that in order to make these protests effective, there needs to be violence and destruction. We need to burn down police precincts.
I mean, what happens if you burn down? Police don't know it, because I'm guessing they're not going to give them the heads up, right?
Well, no, because then the fire wouldn't be effective.
Right. So what happens then?
People would die.
Cops would probably die?
Yeah.
Probably.
And then they would they would say, George Floyd died.
He sure did die, and that's awful.
Yeah.
And
so that's what you do.
Okay, so
two wrongs make a right.
How does that solve anything?
And even if no one dies, then we've got to spend all kinds of money rebuilding the police precinct that could have been spent towards community policing, that could have been spent towards better training for police officers.
That is so spectacularly dangerous, reckless by somebody who has no touch with reality. And honestly, for Ellie to be like, "Oh, I agree with that," is fucking just so stupid.
It's why, and then to
dangerous,
and then to lecture other people on how to be responsible, and
tell me to criticize me and their stupid friend tweeting that thing out. Play that sound, and that's fucking abhorrent. Does Gina keep yapping or no?
Yeah, she does.
And I think it's important to note that when you were talking about that, it wasn't that the protesters wanted to be violent or wanted to be disruptive in a bad way versus disruptive in a positive way. It was that the police were not allowing them to protest peacefully, and they were instigating that.
Yeah, and I wish that we could somehow have a time when there's no police intervention, because I would want to see how that went and if that could potentially be a way forward, because I really do think that
if we could start burning shit down and hitting people and there was no police to bother us.
Fine, yeah. Perfect. What was you saying? I'm sorry.
Organized peaceful protests, they really will do better on their own, and there'll be so much less violence. And if there's less violence, then there's going to be less tenacity within the community. Not only will it open up protesting as more of an interactive thing instead of like us and them, and like hopefully include more people, but overall, I think allowing people to peacefully protest and peacefully disrupt society is the answer. And I think I agree.
Well, you just said you want to burn down a police station. Which is it? Fuck.
Also, if you want to see a police with no police intervention, try Baghdad in 2010. You know?
Just like I mean, what do we? I mean, it's just children. Just idiots.
It's
places without
colleges, man. It's like these colleges fucking brainwash. Everything she's saying is taught in these fucking classes, and you can tell it's just rehearsed. It's shit.
It's all it is. It's just regurgitated psychobabble bullshit.
Societies without law enforcement tend not to be great places for young women.
Yeah, you don't think? You think Saudi Arabia does a great job?
Well, they've actually got robust police force.
Well, yeah, I suppose so. That's true. That's true.
So this one stuck out to me too from Gina.
Oh, good. A kind of like how to prepare situation. I always kind of say
this gets to the boot camp
that's
part.
Good for like a long hike is good for.
Hold on. I didn't hear this part yet.
This is actually an instruction manual. I can't believe the Anarchist Cookbook isn't on their reading list.
I cannot believe this is actually on. I'm so happy that Ellie, she was too afraid, but she got this other girl to bark at me. I'm so thankful because it led me to this. Thank you. What's the girl's name? Michaela?
Yes.
Thank you, Ellie and Michaela.
Now, the first thing you're going to need to do,
the Bill Ayers of Barstool Sports.
You're going to need to go buy some fireworks and a couple of pressure cookers. We call this the Tsarnaev way.
It's just unbelievable. I mean, we're not overstating this, are we?
How to build a bomb.
They're doing.
This is really a manual for. But
and
I understand some of it's
clothed
peaceful.
in a nice like pink velvet,
right.
Like friendly sorority
every
girls.
once in a while you throw in like, we're not going to tell people what to do, and you should burn down police stations. But peace is great too. Yeah. And you might get blisters, so be careful out there. And there are lots of bugs.
Subliminal messages. You're just
talking about
every once in a while you're like, did they say burn down a police station?
Oh God, go ahead.
Can you imagine him hitting the 15-second rewind? I'm pretty sure I just heard it.
I heard if you play it backwards, it's like kill Trump or something.
Oh my God.
You are wearing long pants, long sleeves, especially if you've got any kind of like tattoos or identifying features. Make sure you've got a hat in this case. Make sure you've got a mask. Really probably always wear a mask. Just in general as like something to keep your identity. What I do is I actually bring like a water bladder with a little drinking.
Yeah, like a camelback.
Stop. What the fuck is going on here? First of all, this is 7 layers here. Like, how insulting is this to the fucking audience? Like, I understand that they're young girls and all that, but she's telling them, if you go out to protest, bring a water bottle. And what did she say? She puts water in it?
In her camelback, yeah.
So she puts water in a water bottle? And she walks, so she should.
If you bring.
This is the fucking craziest podcast. I love this podcast. It's the fucking craziest podcast I've ever heard in my life, ever.
If you come wearing a fanny pack, you can bring snacks for later and shoot to kill, by the way. And also.
No kidding. For snacks, I understand you might want something for sugar, but your blood level, you'll really lose energy really quick, and you need energy if you're going to burn down a police station. So, but also keep in mind, bring a book or magazine because there's long breaks too. And apply some sunscreen.
Gloves will be really important if you plan on breaking any bottles.
Right. Yeah. And you should wear a big hat over your chew. That's really going to happen. And fuck Trump. I hope fuck Trump. But it's
come safe. Use the buddy system, and Republicans need to die.
It's just. Do you dress differently for reasons or for not reasons? Like, is it different?
No, not reasons or exclusively
more casual
for rights.
Okay. I don't know if it's more casual or not.
No, she says essentially dress like a cat burglar so people can't recognize you.
Why
you're doing a safe activity?
Exactly. Why do you need to conceal? Peaceful protesters need to conceal their identity from police.
Yes. Well, let's hear some more from Gina. There's more tips. So far the tip. So if you're looking to protest peacefully or not, according to them, of course, because they want to, they encourage burning down police stations. So you need to wear long pants. Is that what she said?
Yeah, anything that would be good for
Mask.
hiking.
Something comfortable, right? Comfortable, loose clothing.
Yes.
You don't want a good shoe with lots of arch support.
Right.
Sure.
And a water bottle
Yes.
with water in it.
Yeah, maybe a machete.
Okay. Well, why would you need that?
A couple of
Just
bricks.
move on.
Nah, that's fine. Who needs that?
And so then that's my water, and then I've got the ability to have like milk in case of tear gas and like other things. Like
Oh, good.
in my supply areas. Make sure you're hydrated. Make sure you're wearing sunscreen. Make sure you've got water. Make sure you've got comfortable shoes.
Hold on.
Now sunscreen.
Hold on. So we're clear about the water. Water, sunscreen, comfortable shoes, milk for tear gas.
Yes.
Like
Molotov cocktails.
maybe like a nice what are those things? Those little trail mixes, right?
Right.
Those are. I like the M&Ms when they put those in there. Those are my favorite.
You can make your own trail mix. All you need is some raisins, some peanuts, maybe a little granola.
Yeah, you can also make your own bomb. But yeah, but trail mix. Yeah, trail mix. We have a trail mix making team here. Absolutely.
Make sure you know the lay of the land, and make sure you're in a place where you can be there for a very long time, and also make sure that you are in a mental state where you're going to be able to stay calm.
Definitely.
Like people think
Make sure you're going to be able to stay calm as you're burning down a police department.
Look, again, I'll say it. Like, if you want to go, and I'm not sure it's effective, but I hope I'm wrong. If you want to go and lay down for that amount of time, great. If you want to peacefully protest, awesome. I have no issue with that. By the way, as we said earlier, the people getting arrested for that are almost none. Essentially, statistically nil. But I mean, this woman has already made it very clear. She said, we could play the police station cut again. Like, that's what she really wants to do. Like, really, like down deep, that's what she wants to happen.
Yeah.
But
Dress for the weather and put resin in the drinking water.
but you got to remember to put some sunscreen on. It does. And, you have to be ready to be there for a long time. This is the fucking wildest podcast I've ever heard in my life.
It could be
crazy.
It could be an instructional video for 7th graders.
It's true. Well, I'm pretty sure she's going to be touring schools next year when schools are back. Trust me, these teachers are going to hire her. They're going to love her.
This is great. I mean, maybe Manson had it right, but like this is the way to do it. Like if ISIS had girls like Ellie Schnitt and Gina telling the recruits they would bring in. Baby.
True.
This could be an Al-Waki video. No, you've got soft jihad and you've got hard jihad. Okay.
Just you don't have to practice taking off or landing, but you have to learn how to fly. I mean, this is essentially what we're doing here. Like,
to explain how to strap a bomb to your chest, let me first explain what a bomb is.
It's just unbelievable. God.
And the thing is, she thinks that riots will be effective at solving whatever the problem is. What happened after Ferguson? Where was the big solution that those riots brought?
I've been saying the whole time.
It's like
what happened after LA? What happened after Baltimore? I've said this a couple of days ago.
Riots have never been effective. All it does is it triggers a backlash of people wanting law and order and more authority for the government.
You know who benefits from this? Donald Trump. He does.
Right.
He does. A lot of Americans see this, and maybe some of them are racist, maybe some of them aren't. I don't know. I haven't looked at my racist pyramid that Ellie tweeted out for me. But they look at that and say, Jesus, that scares the shit out of me. Joe Biden is taking one side. Donald Trump's taking the other side.
Joe Biden staffers were donating to the same funds that Ellie is encouraging people to donate.
And I'll say it again. Do you think Ellie Schnitt, listening to this podcast, did all her legwork and looking at each of these charities? There is 0% chance that happened. None. And she knows it. That's why she won't come on here. I'd love to have Gina on, though.
That'd be great. She'd teach us a lot. Jesus. But even when you talk about, Ferguson or this, it's the people forget, like Aaron Rodgers put out this statement, like we kneeled a few years ago to show this, and this is why we need to keep kneeling. I don't know if it was before Drew Brees or in response to it.
I think it was after, yeah.
Yeah. So the reason that doesn't fucking work, well, there's multiple reasons it doesn't work, but part of it is you fucking forgot. They told you to stop doing it, and you were like, all right, we'll stop doing it.
Players stopped doing it.
You stopped giving a fuck.
Players capitulated, and so, yeah. I don't know. Is that really it from Gina or no?
There's more.
Oh, good. All right. 1 second. Tom, 1 second. You think Gina would say put on some comfortable underwear or no?
She certainly would.
Yeah, of course. If you're going to be out in the sun.
Yes. Tommy John. You got to wear your Tommy John. I'm wearing mine now. I mean, it's the most comfortable underwear. We can send some to Gina.
Tommy John is the best underwear to wear for reasons or not reasons.
Yes, it's true.
You can wear it for anything.
There's no reason needed. It's the most comfortable underwear I've ever worn in my life. If you're a Minna fan out there and you're struggling with uncomfortable underwear at this point, I don't know why you would be. Go to TommyJohn.com/Kirk. Take a look around. It's the softest, most breathable fabrics ever. So I've ever worn in my life. It's true.
It's the best way to keep your penis from rioting. Put it in some Tommy Johns.
Oh, this is the one you get your order in before June 17th. I apologize to you. Yes, yeah. We'll fix that. But get your order in by June 17th to ensure that your gift arrives before Father's Day. Best pair you'll ever wear, it's free guarantee from Tommy John. No adjustment needed. New adjustment needed. Perfect gift for all the dads in your life. Deliver comfort to dad's door. 25% off site-wide at TommyJohn.com/Kirk. That's TommyJohn.com/Kirk for 25% off site-wide. The greatest underwear, most comfortable underwear in the history of mankind. Tommy John. TommyJohn.com/Kirk. TommyJohn.com/Kirk. All right, back to the Gina show.
The G-Dog.
Definitely. And look, I would say protesting is probably not for everyone. I think if you're interested in doing it, you should definitely do it. But if you're someone who maybe you're self-quarantining because you have an immune problem and you don't think you should be in a big crowd, like definitely take that precaution. And
there's
Gina's like, I don't know about that, Ellie.
that.
The first good point that's been made. Gina's like, Ellie, we're getting a little off the rails here. I don't know if I agree with this.
Ellie, don't you understand we could spread this disease to the enemies if we do that? What are you talking about?
You could cough on cops.
That's one of our best things. We created coronavirus.
Successful protest also has to have people who are not there, people who are monitoring police radios, people who are looking
wait a minute. Look. The thing is,
I throw up.
Poor Ellie is like, I guess, yep, that's what I meant.
We have to figure out where these cops are.
every protest needs Bin Laden back in the cave.
It's unbelievable.
Just trying to say, hey, listen.
Just when you think you're done, Gina tops you. No. We need to track where these cops are.
If you're sick, stay home. Sure, yeah, you could be useful there as well.
Gina's the best. Gina is the best.
Well, we have incels all over the place. That's a good point, Ellie.
They should just hire Gina, honestly. Oh, my God.
People who are coordinating from behind. A great thing to do if you are going to protest, I do encourage you to download Signal and use that to communicate with people through the protest. It's a secure app. And since we have been experiencing a lot of things like signals jamming, which, I mean, Signal won't help with that, but and we're like seeing people, monitoring activists' social media and even their texts and stuff. Take like tech measurements. That's something I forgot to mention. Make sure that you're you can look up how to secure your phone, but pretty much if it's not on the right settings, then people can do like an app version of a wiretap. But yeah, so definitely there's other ways that you can support protests. I think the first thing that you can do in general, even if there's not protests going on.
You could sense a little bit that Ellie point, like, took a little bit of life out of Gina. She's like, you know what? Ellie's not really a true warrior.
Oh, yeah, you're taking the wind out of my sails.
Yeah, you could tell she's sort of like, all right, I guess we can find somebody else.
Ellie doesn't want them out protesting in the middle of a pandemic if they're HIV positive.
Yeah. We already saw you really not in us.
Yeah, you're out. You're out.
I was like, no, please. No, yes, go out with coronavirus. I'm sorry.
That was a test. No, you know what? She failed. Go ahead.
Is work on yourself being an anti-racist and work on reading the right dialogue and working on your socialized tendencies. When people say that, like, everyone.
Mike, how's that going for you?
Very well.
You making progress?
Yes.
Good. That's good. Steve, good?
Oh, yeah, I hate racists.
Good.
I like that Gina's Mr. Miyagi training from her mother was like, all right, we've given you the flu. Now, do you go outside? And Gina's like, no. They're like, more training than that.
It's unbelievable. Ellie claims this is her friend. This does not seem like a friend, really. I mean, am I missing something? Does it seem like two people were friends?
Well, they're friends, but this is a serious moment. This is not a time for levity.
It doesn't seem like two people who have any relationship at all.
I would imagine they're friends only because where else would Ellie get this person?
I guess he's somebody you tweet at or something.
Maybe. That's possible, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
We don't mean that everyone is like going around being racist. We mean that we are raised in white society and that's inflicted upon us, and we have to consciously work against that. So be educating yourself on your own personal biases. There's tons of online reafsorces for this. There's a lot of great books. I took a class on white fragility.
Hold on. If she fucking said, after all this, she said, there's a great author, S.E. Robinson. And she's like, fuck you, Ellie. Hung up the phone. It would be the greatest moment. I would quit. I'd be like, yep, all set. I'm good now. Time to put the feet up.
She just burst into song.
It was something. It was just. It was Mike. It was Mike's dad.
I was just about to say,
hello, Ellie. Welcome to Pound Town.
Oh, that would be the. I wish. I wish we lived in that.
That
world.
would be incredible. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Seriously.
So perpetually working on yourself in that context to help the Black Lives Matter movement in general. If there is a protest going on, kind of doing that groundwork, get in touch with the organizers, see what they need from a distance. And then I think, like your social media platform can be used really well. And I also think that if you're a white person, your status within a white community can actually be hugely impactful, almost more so than if you're in a space that's already full of activists. Like, unfortunately, your friends and family and like white coworkers and stuff will tend to heed things more if it comes from another person from their same like background and culture. Okay. So really using even like your micro influence in interpersonal relationships.
Take notes first when I'm playing golf with my brothers.
I really hate the idea that someone like me is supposed to teach people. I'm a fucking moron.
It's not the last thing I've ever done.
I'm a fucking moron. Like, why is it?
This could have been you. You could have changed Will and Latino Kirk on the drive down to Florida.
We're gonna come in here next week, and Mike's gonna have Ta-Nehisi Coates under his arm.
This is a pretty good read, guys. If you want to read it, fine. If not, it's actually pretty good.
I think we played most of the best stuff.
Oh God, incredible. Whew. Jesus. Well, all right. I mean, we can't top that. All right. Thanks to Tommy John, TommyJohn.com/Kirk, TommyJohn.com/Kirk. And
I got a parody song from the Steve's the Liar guy.
What's it about?
It's the title of it is Ruining the Goddamn Show.
So I'm guessing me?
Ooh.
I'm thinking.
Will it keep for tomorrow?
Yeah.
I would imagine, right?
Yeah, I would think so. Paintyourlife.com. Paintyourlife.com. Text Kirk 64,000. Steve. In that read, I said 617 for that. So, which is wrong, but that doesn't mean if you order it now, you get what do they say? You get it within 3 weeks or something. So do that. It's a great product. And TommyJohn.com/Kirk. And of course, July 25th, the first annual Kirk Minihane / Gina show spectacular. It's just gonna be Gina.
The world's coming together.
I think we're going to need a video educating people on what they're going to need to do to prepare for the Saco show.
I think there's only one person to do that. And it's not me and it's not you, Steve. Mike, get that bug spray and that cream and,
Well,
whatever.
first, you're going to need a car.
Sure.
And that car is going to need gasoline.
Well, might need tires too, Steve.
Yes.
That's true. I mean,
here's what an engine is.
Now, tires
combustion engine
are a variation of the wheel.
That's true. I feel like you need at least 4, probably. I mean, if you're taking a car, you could take a motorcycle, though. Summer, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Motorcycle, they have 2.
And you can drive for reasons or not.
Yeah. You could take the highway or not. Take the back roads if you'd like. Eisenhower was critical for the interstate system. Dwight Eisenhower was the president of the United States. Man, a great military man. Although maybe not. We don't like Eisenhower, right?
We don't like the military.
Well, he's a military guy.
Yeah, he's the man.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
The man.
Fuck the man.
He was Republican.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, who cares? Anyway, so July 25th, there you go. Get your tickets now on Kirk Minihane. Go to KirkMinihaneShow.com. I've got a lot of tweets from people already, so it seems like it's moving fast. No, Steve?
Yeah.
Check that out.
I think this will sell out shortly, and then the wheeling and dealing to get a spot in one of those cars will begin.
Oh,
and
for sure.
And just I want to get ahead of this. If you bought one ticket and you plan on renting a bus or something like that, there are vehicle limitations.
Oh, yes.
You're not going to be able to get 100 people in here in a bus.
That's a good point.
Smart.
That's a good point. Yes.
And larger vehicles are going to be asked to park towards the rear.
Is that right?
Of the field, yeah. It's just a standard drive-in protocol.
And I have to say, I think we're gonna have fun with this. This will be a good time, and I think people are gonna fucking love today's show. I mean, it's
I would think so. Yeah.
Madness. I don't know what the Barstool reaction will be, but
I think I know.
Oh, you do? I also don't care. I mean, here's the wind. You'll piss into it. Like they're nice and everything, but we all right. So I'm just looking here. So it doesn't look like the live show is sold out yet.
Oh man, slacking people.
Not good. I don't know. Oop. Yeah, who knows?
The podcast isn't up yet. Though.
That's true too. But I also thought it would take a day or two, just because of that. I think it's strange. Like, where is the who's going with who and who's doing? Like, I can see that being negotiated. So,
but I think most people will buy on input. Just like, I need a ticket and then figure it out later.
So 250 though. So I'm sure they'll be gone. We'll come back tomorrow. I suspect we'll have lots to react to.
I would imagine.
Show is just my guess, and we will talk to you then.
This was pretty reprehensible. I don't know how it can be anybody's idea of humor.
Tomorrow is the day after today. Just so you know that.
And then
yesterday was the day before today, but it doesn't matter. Today's where we are right now.
Okay.
Tomorrow is the day after. And if you're listening to the show tomorrow, or today, if you've been sitting around for a while, I'd get up a little bit, move around, get your blood flowing. If you're hungry, have a little snack, have some water. If you're listening outside, it's warm, put a little sunscreen on. Maybe put a hat on. Comfortable clothes, I think, to listen to the podcast as well, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Good.
And if you've got a little like a feeling of tightness in your bladder area, maybe go to the bathroom.
I like to wait even more than that, though. Super tightness, none of that release.
Sure.
And then do that. That's what I would say. That's all I'm saying. So tomorrow will be after today.
Yeah. And then blow up a hospital.
Well, I don't think that's... Blow up a what? We will not be doing that. Don't listen to him, folks. Don't listen to him. We'll be back tomorrow.